All are invited to return to Wealthy Coined. This video will go over the ways in which Apple has made it difficult to buy Shiba Inu coins. To watch our latest content on expert analysis and Shino price forecasts, subscribe to the channel, share it, and give it a thumbs up. Apple is reportedly planning to impose a 30% tax on petrol fees related to NFT transfers conducted via the wallet app, a move that Coinbase asserts is impossible to implement. Now, the video is ready to begin. On December 3rd, we will observe the Shiba Inu's fate. A shockingly bright view has the potential to set off an enormous increase in the price of Shiba Inu. Investors may profit from a 35 to 0.125 price spike in Shib as the cryptocurrency nears a turning point that might trigger a dramatic bullish surge. Two things are responsible for this change. Currently, the Shibu price may be found at its monthly support level at 0.933. Given that this barrier has withstood 4 bearish efforts, the chances of the SHIB taking off from here are also high. This prediction gains credence with the help of the popular Relative Strength Index momentum indicator. The indicator has shown a positive result when momentum increases but price movement does not match. A difference has emerged. This technical configuration indicates a trend reversal in favor of bull. Thus, investors should keep an eye on the next major hurdle around 0.127 for the Shibu price to retest. A 35 gain would result from this action. Investors might see a return of 124 if the same level is turned into a support floor, allowing the SHIB to reach the 0.202 obstacle this time up. Price increases of 124 Shibu are not completely out of the question. In contrast to the original main currency, the need for SHIB tokens is to remain above the 0.933 support level on a monthly basis. A price drop to 0.689 is possible if purchasers lose interest and sell their holdings once this level is broken on a high time frame chart. From their trading price last week, SHIB tokens would have to skyrocket above 10,800,000 apiece to attain parity with the US dollar. 5 things would have to be in place. Most importantly, SHIB will soon have Sharana LAR integrated into the blockchain, which will significantly lower transaction fees. The widespread use of Ethereum has increased transaction fees and slowed processing times despite the network's excellent reliability. Developed on the Ethereum network, Shino is a coin with the EPC20 standard. In order to finance the project's blockchain-based games, Sharam is crucial for drastically cutting these costs. Goals take a back seat, with the first concept being expanded upon in the final release of non-fungible token-driven games. One important aspect of blockchain-based games is the possibility for users to own their creations and buy or sell NFTs on markets. The introduction of Sharam and a substantial reduction in transaction fees will determine whether these marketplace transactions are economical. The introduction of Sharam and the potential of spacecraft in the metaverse are developers' primary concerns. There has to be a major uptick in merchant acceptance for Shibu to succeed. In order to lower the projected $549 trillion in outstanding tokens, a massive coin burn is required if SHIB is to soar to $1.25. To place a floor under the price of its token, you must acquire practical use. A requirement would be approval from prominent merchants. It was allegedly in 2021 when Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, sent more than $410 trillion to an old blockchain address, therefore reducing the circulation of coins. If we want to see any change in 2023, we'll probably need to burn through coins at the same rate. Finally, Chiyu would need previously unseen levels of social media hype and support to moonshot over 10,800,000 in 2023. Message boards to rally support for an asset that shows how powerful FOMO can be. Most of the over 1.25 million wallets that have received Bitcoin would have to be engaged on social media. In the past 7 days, she has performed 6 trades and burned 8,375,655 ships, a little 36 rise from the previous 24 hours. Following a recovery from November 22 lows of 0.81, Shibu has been consolidating and getting tighter by the day. This may indicate that a change is imminent, though to what degree is yet unclear. 50 transactions were processed and 2790 SHIB tokens were burnt on December 3. 233,000 SHIB tokens were burned last week, thus this figure is down from that. The DAO model was introduced to allow community participation in decision-making, according to a blog post. The daily RC has leveled out, increasing the probability of consolidation leading up to the big move, and Shibu announced the merger with the Italian burger chain in February. In late November, Wells' decentralized organizational group launched, putting its DAO paradigm to the test. After receiving 3 ideas from the partner design firm, Peso community members were asked to choose the best interior design for future franchise locations. Members of the community will be able to access DAO-based choices in the future. Shop design, menu items, and product packaging are all part of the alternatives that will be available. Ship holders receive 15 of future net store revenues. The Shiba Inu community will utilize a separate DAO to decide how best to allocate this money. You might have noticed that the iOS version of Coinbase Wallet no longer supports the sending of NFTs. This is because unless we disable the feature, Apple will not allow us to distribute our most recent app. Thursday saw a tweet from the Coinbase Wallet account. After Apple's new NFT limits were announced in October, the Coinbase Wallet iOS app stopped supporting NFT transactions. There is a steep 30 transaction fee on NFTs in the Apple App Store. Despite the fact that they aren't explicitly forbidden, apps created by developers that do not follow these guidelines may be removed from the marketplace. Consistent with Coinbase claims that a 30 levy on petrol fees is unrealistic and unfeasible for Apple. In other words, the cost associated with transferring NFTs using the Ethereum wallet software. This is patently impossible, as anyone familiar with blockchain NFT operations can tell you. Coinbase claims that we would still be unable to comply, even if we desired to, due to Apple's usage of a proprietary in-app purchase system that is incompatible with cryptocurrency. Gas is a cost that users must pay in order to conduct transactions on the Ethereum network. No matter how little the transaction, say moving an NFT to a new wallet, maybe, although these costs are essential to the network's functioning, they lack centralization and are more complicated than a flat rate. Petrol prices expressed in gate but paid for in e-tag rise and fall in tandem with the efficiency of the Ethereum network and smart contract code. To top it all off, advanced users can pay extra to have their purchases shown more prominently. Because of these limitations, Coinbase's mobile app has been greatly criticized. Draws parallels between Apple's moves and the company's goal of charging for every email sent over the internet. Many Bitcoin advocates are outraged by Apple's contentious app tax. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney is among them. Sweeney has taken legal action by suing Apple, claiming that the tech giant should be held accountable for its actions. Ryan Wyatt, CEO of Polygon Studios, and a former YouTube executive, has also spoken out against Apple's 30 tax, calling it unlawful. There will always be a barrier to technical advancement due to industry monopolies. Twitter's rich CEO Elon Musk has already expressed worry that Apple may prohibit the company's products from being sold in its stores. Everything for today is wrapped up. Please remember to give it a thumbs up. Musk subsequently met with Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, on Wednesday. Reportedly, Cook and Musk aligned their concerns. Share and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content.